$4.59 you said? I'd love to get all of them.
You're not. All right.
Under the Missouri merchandising law, I should be able to purchase those.
Yeah, I won't be able to sell these to you.
And the Dollar General policy.
It's too easy. I'm not doing it. Okay, so you want 4. I'm being flexible. You don't want to do this one instead?
I already paid for those.
You paid for which ones?
These.
Please. Home. Sweet home. Hello.
Welcome.
These went on the list.
I don't know.
This is Dollar General's policy on penny items.
Yeah, I won't be able to sell these to you.
Under the Missouri merchandising law, I should be able to purchase those.
It's the Missouri merchandising law.
And the Dollar General policy.
Nah, it's gonna switch you around. It's too easy. I'm not doing it. You're recording. I can give you 4. Here.
Yeah, he got all of those.
Huh?
We got these, but it's just all of those that I didn't ring up yet.
Mm-hmm. And they have different barcodes.
So which one? You want 4?
I'd love to get all of them.
You're not.
Okay.
Okay, so you want 4. I'm being flexible.
So what did we say?
Chris,
I
can
think
you
there's
get
different
someone
designs.
down there? Go ahead, baby. Go down there.
Thank you.
So yeah, we'll just do one of each style then.
Did he got that? What is that? Hello. How many is that train?
3.
Okay. Did you get hello? Is hello in there?
Maybe there's only 3.
Wait a minute. He doesn't have hello, do he?
Home, sweet home. Yeah, hello right here.
Hello. Home. Sweet home. Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome. Hello. Home,
Okay,
sweet
let's
home.
just do another welcome here.
You don't want to do this one instead?
I already paid for those.
You paid for which ones?
These.
Please. All right.
These went on the list.
I don't know. Somewhere I missed. Because I had to be off and I missed it somewhere. I'm pretty sure it came in probably Thursday or Friday.
Okay, $4.59 you said? Here's a longer view of Dollar General's penny policy, and I want to tell you more about the problem of mispricing, as well as a little bit about the company's history, so keep watching.
Underneath Dollar General's so-called low everyday prices in convenient locations lies a sinister business model and a massive scandal that hardly anybody knows about. Go for a drive in any American county, and you'll likely soon pass by the yellow and black lettering of a Dollar General. Drive a little further, and another will appear. Then another, then another.
I was overcharged 4 items out of 11. $7.95 was advertised $6.50.
If you tell me one thing and then charge me something else, in almost every jurisdiction in America, that would be theft by deception. Corporations, as we now know from the U.S. Supreme Court, are people, and people need to follow the law.
Dollar General's deceptive business practices run deeper than most realize, according to Stacy Mitchell, a researcher at the Institute for Local Self-Reliance.
I think what they're looking for is places that have been, that lack, economic and political power, places that they can push around. They're often building in such numbers that it becomes impossible for a new grocery store or other locally owned businesses to develop in a neighborhood that really needs them. They kind of lock in poverty as they grow because poverty is the thing that really fuels these companies' bottom lines.
So we have the poorest people in the country going to a store that's deceiving them about the price that they're charging for the goods, in a situation where they have very few other realistic choices. I think it's about as exploitive a business plan as I've ever seen. Almost every county in America and every state has a system for making sure that people who run cash registers do so honestly.
Price verification is when we see that a product is listed for $2.99, take it up to the register, scan it, make sure it's ringing up as $2.99. We do a random sample of products that we pull. We're used to seeing 1 or 2 failures, getting it corrected, and feeling confident. Unfortunately, in Dollar General's case, it was large and continuous. The scale or the concern was over 80% of the stores that we checked were failing and failing repetitively, and really no acknowledgement or desire to correct that failure.
Despite being cited repeatedly, Dollar General neglected to correct the problem, prompting the Ohio Attorney General to file litigation against the store.
One unique component in our conversation was the recognition of how Dollar General staffs or short staff were receiving no guidance, and were just kind of keeping the place open as best they could, not really necessarily aware of the price verification challenge, their duty and responsibility under Ohio law, and then opportunities to correct it.
If you have designed a business where you are deliberately understaffing your stores, you're deliberately cutting costs, you're going to end up having these kinds of, widespread mistakes in pricing. I mean, that's just the reality of you are not actually providing enough labor to comply with the law and make sure that people are getting charged what the price actually is. They have decided that they can make more profit by violating all of these laws, by understaffing, by cutting corners. And right now, the fines that are associated with doing that are simply a cost of doing business. They are too low to make a difference and to stop this organization from behaving this way.
Dollar General has been fined over $20 million by states and the federal government since 2017. But those fines, which pale in comparison to the amount Dollar General has siphoned from communities, have done little to change the company's behavior.
There are 19,000 stores. There are literally millions of transactions a day, millions of items sold a day in Dollar General stores. And even if at 10% of the time they're stealing 10 cents on 10% of the items that are sold, we're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars going into the pockets of Dollar General shareholders and out of the pockets of the poorest people in America.
If you're a systematic violator of laws as a company, what's the deeper way that we can go after you? At some point, you've got to be shut down if you can't reform your behavior, because clearly this one-off approach that we're using is not working.
And I think that it's time for Dollar General to pay the price civilly, to pay the customers for what they've stolen from them, to change their business practices for how they go forward in the future. And I don't think it's far-fetched at all to think that the corporate executives who hatched this scheme ought to be prosecuted.
They can build this little metal building in a week, maybe 2 max, and everybody's getting ripped off every day. It's only a quarter here. It's a dime here. It's 35 cents here. Who has the time to go and write a letter and complain over a quarter? Well, I do.
Dollar General started in 1955, but their roots go all the way back to the 1930s. See, J.L. and Cal Turner were a father and son team that would purchase general stores that failed due to the Great Depression with the intention of liquidating them. When the economy recovered, there weren't as many failed general stores, so they transitioned into a wholesale business, then a retail business with a chain of department stores, ultimately leading to 1955 when they opened the first Dollar General. That store was considered to be the first ever dollar store because it was Cal Turner himself that came up with the idea for a store that would sell everything for $1 at all times. And since that store was successful, it encouraged others to open their own stores with a similar concept. United Dollar Stores, P.N. Hirsch, Eagle Discount, all sizable chains taken over by Dollar General. They've all been merging together, and for all 3 of them, it's been a notable part of their expansion. Especially Dollar General is to basically learn where the Walmart is and then find a group of people that are having trouble getting to it. profit. It's about convenience more than price, which would make sense as to why they've been more successful in selling things at higher prices. Your more traditional stores like Target or Walmart, they both average well over 100,000 square feet, meaning they're something like 15 to 20 times larger. It's a good representation of their opposing strategies. Historically, dollar stores have been known to buy closeout merchandise and resell it to the public. If you're ever wondering how these stores are able to keep their prices so low, sometimes this is the answer. For Dollar General, to my knowledge anyway, it has never been a major part of their business, if at all. All of these dollar stores rely on low rent, low risk, easy to relocate, smaller locations that attempt to attract smaller areas of people. That's why all of these dollar stores have more locations than Walmart or Target or any other of these major retailers.